A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to this collective reading. Now in this collective reading we have a message for all of you all. This is the world of inner work, and all those people who resonate with it obviously believe in their intuition, and this message has not come on your way via some coincidence. There are no coincidences. You have attracted this content. However, we also take complete responsibility for our own well-being and our own actions. And by saying that, we dive into this message. So let's get started. The first card is the theme card that we will see what energy are we checking in to. Okay, so I picked out the Magician reversed. Okay, cool. I'm gonna stick by this card today, the reversed Magician, because I think I understand what's happening over here. With the help of intuitive reading, I've already unlocked the message, but I need the progression so that we can talk about it. Death, card number 1. Card number 2 is 6 of Cups, the Hanged Man, 5 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, and 8 of Wands. As per auto reading, I've been given that message that you and that person were not in the same frequency back then, and they chose an easy life plus karmic, but you chose the truth. So this channeling is about you and another person, and this person is very close to you. It could be a mother, father also, it could be sibling, it could be a lover, it could be a best friend, it could be a husband wife situation also. So what I'm being shown is that whosoever this person is, so I'm being shown that today as you come to this channeling, you are either upset about something because you are a person who has the Magician energy but in reverse. What I'm picking on today is that in your energetic system there is something happening inside of you, and you are unhappy about a certain person in your life with whom you have been facing a lot of difficulty because in the past, so this is person who was in the past also with you and they are still with you. It could have been possible that you went into a mental separation kind of thing and you were not that close to this person, but they had chosen an easy life plus karmic, which means that yes, they had an opportunity to choose you. They had an opportunity to show you that they care for you or they love you or they were supposed to take a stand for you, but they did not. So this is the type of person I'm talking about, and because of this person, because of whatever dynamic you have with this person, you actually keep going back into reversed Magician. So you have a lot of qualities, you have lots of skills, you are a very powerful, very incredibly powerful soul. Okay, actually this card did not come as reversed, I picked it up as reversed. But in a collective reading, this is very important how I picked up the card, especially in whatever energies I am doing this channeling, because the deck was actually, I held it like this in the opposite way. Usually I hold it like this, but I had held it like this. But then why? Because this is how this message had to be delivered today. So technically speaking, you are a person with this energy. You are born with this energy. You are a very, very powerful soul, very magical soul. What can a magician do? What will a real magician do? They can do anything, right? They can do anything. But real magicians, they don't use magic just like that. They use magic for the right reasons, for the right things. So straight away when I jump into this message, the first thing that comes is the death card. Okay, so what I'm being told is that right now your relationship dynamic with this person is different, because back then you and this person were not in the same frequency back then. Okay, you must be in a dilemma today that you have attracted this channeling or this reading. You chose the truth, you chose the hard life, you did not take any shortcuts, you did the right thing is what universe is telling me, but they did not. And you have pain because of that, a pain kind of a wound because of that, because you really trusted this person a lot. This person was very important person for you. That's why I'm saying it could have been a lover also, it could have been a partner also, but it could have also been a very close, a very dear family member for you. With all due respects, with all the love you feel for this person, you feel it even now. But this person, I'm being shown that you did leave this person behind, because that was also the option. Like, there was no other option given to you. You actually have been trying to work out this relationship since a long time, and you've done everything. But this is the type of relationship which you cannot break. Like, you cannot be in typical separation, like how you separate. Like, you can go away, you can do your own thing, you can never talk to this person. But that is not something which can be practiced in this relationship, or it is a person you cannot avoid. It is a person you can never avoid. What you go through in relationship with this person, you also go through with other people. And whenever you feel this negativity with this person, you come into reversed magician. So you are actually supposed to be like this, but because of their negative energy, you become this. Okay. So there was a phase where you were completely, you had cut this person out of your life. You did not want them. They did certain things, they acted in certain ways where you were like, you know what, I have to start afresh, I have to start new. So you did start a new life, you did new things, you were very happy. And though this person was always in your life, they never left. Like, you would keep meeting each other in family functions, in parties, or on and off. Maybe once in a week you would see that person. But this relationship, you also went into hanged man energy. Like, you surrendered the relationship to God. But there is always arguments, fights, and long conversations without any conclusion. You can have a 1 hour talk with this person, 2 hour talk with this person, but at the end of the day, you're just wasting your time. It feels like you're wasting your time, because they will not say certain things, they will not own up to their mistakes. Or even if they say a sorry, it would be like, just because they get so tired of you saying things, they say sorry. And plus, they suck out a lot of your energy, because it is a hugely narcissistic person. But it is not a narcissist who is mentally, this person knows that they're a narcissist. They always think that this is who I am. Like, this person talks a lot about them. They're very insensitive towards other people's pain. They don't understand your pain. When you say, I have pain, or I got abused, or I was cheated, or I was treated badly, they will have no reaction or response. But their own stories, they will tell you 100 times how they were treated badly by this person or by that person. Like, they have kept grudges of many, many years with them. But every time they talk about their pain or their emotions or their suffering or their misery, they will talk about it in detail, and they would expect everyone to listen and show them some kind of empathy or sympathy. But you have realized over a period of time that every time you have tried to discuss certain things with this person, they don't give a shit. And they always bring the topic to themselves. So it's like a person is in pain, and the other person starts talking to them, tries to console them, but then they start talking about their own self. I'm not saying that this person the other one is also not in pain. Maybe they are. But their pain is not as deep or as big, or maybe they've spoken about it to 100 other people. Like, they are simply wasting your time, and you feel frustrated because every time they talk about a problem that they're facing, like, for example, a very good example is coming to my mind. Say you both had a common friend, okay, and it was an acquaintance, or it was again a family member, or it was somebody you knew, maybe a relative that you cannot get rid of. So this person, say, keeps coming to your house, or they keep coming to all the family functions or the parties. If it's not a family affair, then maybe, in your friend circle, they're always present. And you never liked this person. You had a very big tension with this person. You didn't like their energy, and genuinely that person did not have a good energy, because very clearly I know that you chose the truth. If this card would not have come, I would not have been so confident about what you did. So you knew, or you were so smart, you were that clear with things that you knew that so and so XYZ person is not a good person, and you were not happy with that person's presence, and you always knew that they will create trouble for others, or they'll create problems for others, because it's a very, very, very mean person. And if you would voice it out to your person, to the one who is in this channeling, who's very strongly present, whosoever it is, mother, father, sister, brother, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, colleague, someone who's your soulmate, someone who's there in your life for a long time, they would not take your side, they would not support you. Even if you would say that, why are we inviting this person over and over again? Or even if you would say that, hey, why are you giving this person so much importance? This person, you're treating this person so nicely. You're not treating me that nicely. I'm also here. You're just, acting like a slave of this person. Why? So they would say, oh, I'm not treating that person in any way or this way or that way. So what? This person is not a bad person. This person is this. Like, they would take side of that person. They would support that person. They would support that acquaintance a lot more than they would support you, even though you are right and they are wrong. Maybe that person is doing some things which are not correct, and you point it out. You go up to your person, your own person, who you trust so much, who you love so much, and you say that, you know what, this is not a good person. We should not have this person around us. But this one is like, oh, it's okay, so what? Maybe this person has a lot of money. Maybe this person has some authority. Maybe this person kind of piggybacks on other social climbers. Whatever it is, but your person was blinded by this person due to whatever materialistic things they possessed, which you did not do. Okay? So you had a lot of quarrels, you had lots of fights, and at that time also you were in the reversed magician energy. At that time, we can say that maybe all those people that you were pointing out played a big role in reversing your magician energy or blocking your magician energy. They were very jealous of you, I can see. They envied you. They probably, some of them even did black magic on you. They put some spells on you. But they could not have entered your life, or they could not have had that access towards you, with you, if your own people would not have allowed it. Okay? So you were really upset with your own people. Either it's a specific person or it's more than one person. You feel that the energy of that person actually crushed you. It broke you down. And you were so unhappy. Although what I'm about to say is a very dark story, but I'll still say it because somehow it kind of connects the type of person I'm talking about. So there was this one girl I met once. We were traveling, and she told me her story, and she told me that when she was just a 15-year-old girl, her father's best friend, actually her mother married someone else, so she married another man who was her stepfather. So her stepfather's best friend used to come to the house a lot, and this man actually raped her when she was only 15 years old. Okay? And this girl was very heartbroken, very sad, because obviously she was not expecting this to happen to her in her own house. But this is a stepfather's best friend. So when she told her mother about it, her mother did not buy it. She did not believe it. And the mother even said that, why are you telling to me now? Why didn't you say at that time? So imagine someone else from outside comes to your house, does something very wrong to you. You go to your own people, and your own people don't support you or defend you. They say that maybe you passed on some gesture, or maybe you did something wrong. No, that person is so not like this. Or your father, your stepfather really trusts him. Something like that is a situation. But say 10 years down the line, this person who had done something extremely wrong to you does the same things to your own people too. And now they sit and cry, and now they talk about how horrible this person is, how bad this person is, how disgusting this person is. And you tell them, well, didn't I tell you this? Didn't I tell you about it? But you did not listen to me. Forget listening to me. Forget supporting me, forget consoling me. You didn't even believe me. So somewhere down the line, this session is also telling me that it's also your victory, because this card has not come with negative cards. All the other cards are very positive here. And this, I'm reading it purposely like this, but actually I told you, you have the magician energy. But it got reversed because of these situations. So you probably are also in the position right now where you are victorious, where you are actually able to tell your own people that I was right about this situation long time back, but you did not believe me. You thought that I was lying, you thought that I was just bluffing, or I was just being negative. So the story I told you is definitely a bit dark, but if you remove that incident out from it and put something else, something which is less dark or less bad, whatever it is, it could be a person just coming into your house and using all the luxuries and taking your space. Like you felt like they replaced you. Your family members, your own people replaced you with that person, and they didn't even care about it. You were so hurt, you were so sad, you felt so bad, you felt so exploited, you felt like cheated upon by your own people, you were betrayed, backstabbed, and they didn't care. But when the things happened on them, like when it came to them, when they suffered, when they realized it, or when some other people from outside, maybe some outsiders came in and spoke about this person, then they were like, oh yeah, this person is not nice. So this is actually pissing you off. This is actually annoying you right now. You know, you are feeling really bad, but you are working on this emotion. More than being happy that, you know, you were right about this person, you went through so much depression because of those people. I'm also being shown that there was not just one person like this, there were more people like this. You went through so much depression because of these people who came into your house, replaced you, or your life, if not house, your life, they replaced you. And for such a long time you suffered because you lost your gifts, you lost your power. You maybe lost all motivation because you felt that you were not being accepted just because some outsider comes into your house and says crap about you. And the people you trusted the most, the people you were doing everything for, you were living your whole life for those people, they didn't choose you, they chose them. It really hurt your feelings. But I'm being shown that after the death, so it could have happened like in this way, because the first card was death of this progression. So it started from there. The reading has started right from there, when you actually, you were so heartbroken that you were in a very bad dark night. So I'm straight away being taken to the place where this actually started happening. So that old self of you, which was associated with this energy or with this person, it's shown to me that your old self died because of this situation, okay? And maybe this is the reason why this will lead to the magician energies coming back. I'm being shown some incident, a circumstance, an event where you were very weak, you were very depressed, you were very low, and something magical happened after that. This death that took place in your life actually turned you into a person who learned to leave the past behind. Like you did reconcile, but you reconcile with your higher self. That's what I'm being shown. You decided to move on and you decided to reconnect with your childhood self, like your inner child. In this particular collective message, you had to relive the joy, you had to relive the freedom, you had to relive the innocence, the youthful energies of your life. Because I'm being shown that you were tired of not being in tune with your true self and with your instinct. You were tired of living in the energy where you were constantly, not in the magician space, or you were constantly feeling bad about who you are. And you were also unhappy with the quarrels and everything. But now if you turn back, you look at yourself, what has that made you believe or made you go through is, number one, it has taught you to be in surrender state, because for a long time I'm being shown you actually did not do anything, you did not take any action, you did not question anything, you just let it go. Whether you had money, you let it go. Whether you didn't have it, you let it go. Whether you had something fancy or not, you let it go. Whatever was happening in your relationship dynamic, also romantically, non-romantically, you let it all go. You didn't bother. Then there were obviously some quarrels and fights that you won, but after that you decided that you don't want to waste your energy in arguments and quarreling and fighting. And so you started working on yourself and your crafts and your projects, and your work took place in a much better way. So you started working on yourself, you started doing inner work, or you started focusing on your job, on your career. Now, I'm also being shown another person right now whose energy is very strong. Now, for them, it was definitely a relationship, a husband or a wife situation. If you are a male gender, then wife. If you're female, then definitely husband, where you went through a lot. Because the word karmic has also been given to me here, so definitely your person actually chose the karmic, and they were choosing the easy life because they felt that with you things are not that easy peasy. And I don't know why, what made them feel this way. See, because a lot of people, they don't understand what inner work is, they don't understand what spirituality is, they don't even understand basics like caring for the family, being responsible, being nice, being loyal. So they were like, what, this is too much for me to do. And that is the wrong attitude. And they chose the easy life, they chose the falsehood, they chose the karmic. The karmic could have been anyone. Sometimes in our family also, people form some wrong relationships, some unfaithful relationships, and this is what happens in the dark ages. For some people, they are still living in the dark ages. So it is unfortunate, but most of the times it's not always a physical relationship. It could simply be like they are following the karmic blindly. Whatever the karmic is saying, don't love your husband, don't love your wife, don't listen to your husband, don't listen to this, don't listen to that. Like very recently, I was talking to someone I know, and this lady, although she has a very good husband, because I've spoken about, I'll speak about both parties. I will not say only men are bad or only women are bad. I'll speak about both. So this lady's husband is a very good provider. He's a very nice person, very good father, also very good family person. Like it's not just this person is taking care of his wife and his children, but also he's taking care of other family members. And despite of all this goodness and niceness, just because his wife wants to go out party all the time or hang out with random people, just have sexual relationships, just have affairs, she is willing to give up on that kind of marriage which is formed over a number of years. Because a lot of people don't want to be honest, they don't want to be nice, they don't want to be loyal, they just want to have fun. And I'm telling you, when they do this, when they go and have fun with the karmic, they always have to pay a price. The karmic entanglements don't come free. There are no free lunches or no free things that people give you. There is always a price to pay. And so these people also have to learn that way. They also have to pay the price. If you choose the wrong things, if you choose the immoral things, or if you don't take stand for the right people, you will pay a price. And this I'm saying to those people who are immoral and dishonest. Like this example I gave to you just now, Similarly, I'm also being shown a female whose husband has chosen an easy life and a karmic, but that lady chose the truth. I do want to tell you guys one thing via this collective message, that nobody comes to our life via a coincidence. Everything happens because it's predestined. Sometimes it may seem like, these people are so horrible. Whether the people are negative or positive, if they're surrounding us, if they are in our lives, they are here to teach us something, a big lesson, and then we need to move forward from that spot. And this person, when they were in your life earlier, a friend, a lover, a parent, a sibling, they were not in the same frequency with you, but maybe for some people, I'm being shown that they're moving up in the frequency, or we should say that you have changed so much because you've been doing so much work on yourself and you've been changing very fast now. Like there was a time when you were slowly doing things, the seed had been sown and the sapling had come out, but now your tree, you're growing very fast. So that's a very good thing. And this is happening because of surrender, because of doing the right thing. So some of the people come in our lives to teach us some important lessons, to help us move forward and become the magician that we are supposed to be. Also, when we talk about moving forward, we don't just mean growing in life financially or growing in certain things, in your projects, in your relationship. Moving forward means in every situation you need to move forward, because every situation is different. Every situation comes with its own content and context, and what you do in one situation may not be applicable in the other situation. Now, I think that some of you could have been really upset about the fact that you had to go through so much negativity, and before the death came in, the death card happened, or the death energy came in, we had to actually take a rebirth. Some of you probably still have the negativity of that. Like, there are days when you feel really angry and upset of the way you were treated by the people you trusted. Maybe on certain days you feel, why did this happen to you? Or not always. I'm not being shown you do it always, because you are really a changed person right now. But certain days, certain days you question. So what I'm being told over here is that whatever has happened in the past with you, all the things that happened in the past, in the sequence or pattern or timeline, this is exactly how it was meant to happen for you. And whatever happened was actually the best thing, or the most apt thing that happened to you. Like, this was the best thing written by God, written by your own higher self. So there is nothing really we have to feel bad about, and there was no coincidence whichever way your life was planned, and you have shifted from that frequency to what you are in right now, which is a great thing. And obviously these things have led to that situation. These things, whatever is happening right now, those situations have led to what is happening today in your life. Wow. There is a divine timing. So what I'm being shown over here is that everything that happened in your life, first of all, it happened because of divine orchestration. Secondly, there is no such thing as starting late. So even though we feel that there were some wrong people who came to our life, which is what I discussed in the very beginning, actually those wrong people were also the right people that came in our life. Maybe you wanted to hear it from your own people. Maybe you wanted to hear it from those who did not understand your intuition back then. But via this collective reading also, these words are being sent to you, so that you can understand that whatever happened was for your best. Like, it was the best thing that happened in your favor only. Nothing happens by chance. You and the person I'm talking about here, even the fact that you were not in same frequency, even the fact they chose an easy life, even the fact that they chose a karmic, even the fact that they chose to betray you or not support you or not be in sync with you, everything happened because it was written like that. Actually, it's very beautiful that this card came in, that there is a divine timing. It's actually trying to tell us that whatever happened in your life happened at the right time. Like, some of you might be feeling that things did not happen at the right time. Like, maybe you were thinking just before this session or today, or maybe for those people who were thinking about these thoughts last few days, that maybe you're late for certain things, or certain people are too early. Why are you not in their place? Why didn't things turn the way they should have turned with someone else, with you? So the answer is that whatever is happening with you, it is happening at the right time for you. We need to be ready, we need to be prepared, and those things will happen. Even the most toxic relationships could have happened in your life when you were doing deep inner work. So imagine you're doing deep inner work, you're feeling great, you feel that your chakras are aligned, and you attract a person and you date that person for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years maybe. And those 4 years, when they end, it feels like, oh my God, it ended so badly. But I was doing my inner work and I was so balanced. Then how did this happen? So it probably happened because some more inner work had to be done, but in a different way. Or it was actually happening because of the inner work you were doing. Those things were shifting in the physical reality, and maybe you needed a push, you needed a jerk, or you needed something more strong to tell you that you deserve better, or to tell you that This is just a part of life. Also, when things don't work out the way we want them to work out, when they just get over somehow, then too, I think it is not, I'm 100% sure it is for our evolution. So instead of getting upset, instead of feeling bad, we just need to accept things. Change is needed, badlav ki zarurat hai. Change is something which is constant, and this is why we are all here on this planet, for change. It really doesn't matter what relationship you have, because with whom, because at the end of the day, all relationships sooner or later have to die. Even the most permanent relationships, they are not forever, because this planet is like that. We are living in Mrityulok. Mrityulok means a place where you will die one day or the other. From that logic, we are actually getting certain types of experiences on this planet, and maybe today you may not be very happy about certain bittersweet relationships, but you will be. So this is the Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords is a very sharp-witted, it's a very perspective individual. She's a very independent person. Like in the card you see she, but actually it's an energy, and this energy can be in anyone. It can be in a man, it can be in a woman, and this energy is basically also talking about a person who understands wise counsel, who also can counsel other people, and such a person is a very powerful ally to have. Now this actually is right, because there was a time when you were very highly correct or highly intuitive about certain people's behavior patterns or advances or their negativity, but nobody was believing you. But today you have the Queen of Swords energy, so people are saying that, you know what, you were right, you were so right about these people or these things. But you may not be still completely happy, because you still are thinking about, all the negativity that you witnessed when nobody was supportive of you and they were not accepting your opinion. However, today they accept it. So instead of living in that situation, that scenario still, it would be better that you become a person who has already moved forward than other people. Like those other people, they should look up to you, and I'm being shown that they will look up to you. In fact, I always say to people that when you attract these collective messages also, it is not happening just by chance. It's happening because you were meant to be here, because you were meant to listen to this. This message is for you. Maybe 6 months back, you would not have felt so drawn to this message. Like I keep seeing on my channel also, some people, who are listening to a timeless reading, which is 9 months old or 6 months old, and they're listening to it today, like right now, and they write in the comment section that, oh my god, this is exactly what I'm going through right now, but you posted it 9 months back and it actually reached to me today. So this is how divine works, this is how divine intervention works, because they always send you those messages which you are ready to understand, you're ready to soak in, and you've gone through enough experiences that they make sense to you. And when you magically listen to it via a medium, it becomes even more interesting. So this is where I'm going to close this collective reading. This is my email address if you are looking for a personal session or you are looking for therapy. All the details about therapy, different types of inner work that you can do with me, which are hand-holded inner work. You can do it with me. The details are mentioned below. I will see you soon in another one. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.